Okay, now let's see if we can go back to Omaha and pick up from there. Omaha? Great.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Carol Mathias from Lincoln Northeast High School. Economics and current events go together. So what current events would you consider essential that we cover in the classroom? And as a follow-up to that, with everything that's going on in the world, do you see any events on the horizon that teachers should be aware of and ready to talk with students about?
Well, we certainly have had a lot of things happening in the economy in recent years, and I think students want to understand, what they see around them, what they read in the paper, what they hear. I guess they don't read papers. Sorry, what they hear on their iPhone. So, what we've seen recently includes, of course, the financial crisis, a very complex event, but certain parts of it can be explained. You can explain what a bank run is. You can explain the problems with subprime mortgages, for example, which ties into financial literacy type issues that we talked about. So financial crisis is clearly something that kids would probably want to understand, and the recession that followed that as well. Surely they want to understand about monetary and fiscal policy. What is the Federal Reserve? What does it do? How is monetary policy being used in the current situation? Fiscal policy is something that affects their lives in quite concrete ways. Decisions are being made about the long-term future of Social Security, for example. Who's going to pay and who's going to benefit? That has a big effect on kids' futures. So those are the kinds of things that can interest them. Someone raised the question just a few moments ago about Europe. That's also something that's in the news, and I know that people are interested in understanding what's going on there. Now, these are all complex issues, and probably a complete analysis is going to be tough to put into a class, but there are many elements and aspects that you can use to try to give a better sense of what's happening in these situations. I think going forward, there are many things you can look at from, there's both microeconomics and macroeconomics. At the microeconomic level, issues of pollution control and perhaps global warming interest students. What are the economics of that? What are the economics of the demographics of our society? It's getting older, and what are the implications of that for our economy and for our young people's futures? I think an interesting question you might think about right now is, why do countries compete to have the Olympics in their in their country? Is it an economically a sensible thing to do, or is it just for national pride, basically? So there are lots and lots of issues. Just look out the window. You'll find things to talk about, and see what the students themselves raise, because they've heard things in the media, and they'll raise questions themselves.